Here we will see different methods of array in C#. First is as read-only. This method returns a read-only wrapper for the specified array. Binary search method searches a one-dimensional sorted array for a value using binary search algorithm. Clear method sets a range of elements in an array to the default value of each element type. Clone method creates a shallow copy of an array. Copy method copies a range of elements in one array to another array and performs typecasting and boxing as required. Exist method determines whether the specified array contains elements that match the conditions defined by the specified predicate. Find method searches for an element that matches the conditions defined by the specified predicate and returns the first occurrence within the entire array. Find all method retrieves all the elements that match the conditions defined by the specified predicate. Find index method searches for an element that matches the conditions defined by a specified predicate and returns the zero best index of the first occurrence within an array or a portion of it. Resize method changes the number of elements of a one-dimensional array to the specified new size. Find last method searches for an element that matches the conditions defined by the specified predicate and returns the last occurrence within the entire array. Find last index method searches for an element that matches the conditions defined by a specified predicate and returns the zero best index of the last occurrence within an array or a portion of it. GetType method gets the type of current instance. Index of method searches for the specified object and returns the index of its first occurrence in a one-dimensional array or in a range of elements in the array. Resize method changes the number of elements of a one-dimensional array to the specified new size. Reverse method reverses the order of elements in a one-dimensional array or in a portion of the array. Sort method sorts the element in a one-dimensional array. ToString method returns a string that represents the current object. Here we will create a window application to check some of the array methods. First we will add form and then we will add controls on it. These are the controls that we have added. We have added these buttons for methods of array. When we execute this button, the description about the method of array will be displayed in this label. So first we will execute it. Before executing, in program.cs we will call this form. Here we have defined the integer array as source array and we have assigned these 5 variables to it for execution of method. Then we will execute the program. Here the defined array, that is original array, is displayed in this text box with values 76, 45, 46, 69 and 12. Now first we will click on this as read only method. Here as read only method is used to make it possible to restrict access to arrays by the client code. The general syntax is read only collection, as read only and the array name. Here T is the type of element of the array and it returns read only wrapper for a specified array. And the description about the execution of this method is: since an array itself cannot be read only, this is not possible with basic array types, but with read only collection and the as read only method on the array class, we can add another layer of indirection to eliminate unwanted writers. To prevent any modification to the array, you can expose the array only through this wrapper class. Next is clear method, which is used to clear the contents of the array. The general syntax is clear, the array name, the start value and the length. Where array is a array name whose elements need to be cleared, Start value is the starting index of the range of the elements to clear, and length is the number of elements to clear. Here we have executed this method array.clear, the name of the array, that is source array 1 and 3. When we execute this, the output will be 76 0 0 0 12, since we have removed the array from first position to third position. So 45, 46 and 69 are removed, and 76 0 0 0 12 is displayed. Next we will execute the clone method. Clone method is used to create a shallow copy of an array. General syntax is array.clone, where array is the name of the array whose elements need to be cloned. Here we have defined the another array int with source clone name, and we have assigned the source array clone as an integer to this source clone. When we execute this, the data in the source clone is 76, 45, 46, 69, 12, which is the data of original array, that is source array. Next we will execute constraint copy. This method copies the range of elements from an array starting at specified source index and pastes them to another array. The general syntax for constraint copy is constraint copy array, the name of the array, then second variable is of type int which defines source index, then destination array and destination index and the length, where source array is the array that contains the data to be copied. Source index is a 32-bit integer that represents the index of the source array from which copying begins. Destination array is the array that receives the data. Destination index is a 32-bit integer that represents the index in the destination array at which storing begins, and length is a 32-bit integer that represents the number of elements to copy. Here we have declared the array as a target array. Then array.constraint copy source array, that is the name of the source, then 1, that is starting position, then target array, and 0 3. The output will be 45, 46, 69 and then 0 0, since here 1 is the starting index from the source array and 0 is the starting index of target array 2, and 3 is the up to which we are going to copy the element. So first element from the source array is 45, so the copy starts from 45, 46 and 69, and remaining two values will be 0, since we are copying only 0 to 3 and from first index of the source array. So first index will be 45, so 45, 46 and 69 numbers are copied here. Next we will check convert all. This method is used to convert an array of one type to another type. General syntax is this, where t input and t output is the source array and the target array respectively. Parameters is the one-dimensional zero-based array to convert the target type, and converter is a converter that converts each element from one type to another. Here method is defined string target array equal to array dot convert all. The source is source array and elements are converted to string. So output will be the same, but this array is of type string. Next we will see copy method. Copy method copies a range of elements in one array to another array and performs the typecasting and boxing as required. The general syntax is array.copy source, destination and length, where source is the array to be copied, destination is the destination array, and length is how many elements to copy. Here we have defined this integer array as array target width of size 4. Then we will execute the array.copy, then source array, target array and the length. And when we execute this method, the first 4 values of source arrays are copied into the target array. That is 76, 45, 46 and 69 are added to the target array. Next we will see index of method. Index of method searches for the specified object and returns the index of first occurrence within it. The general syntax is array.index of source array and the object value, where source is the name of the array to search and value is the value to search. When we execute this method as array.index of source array 65, it will return -1 since 65 value is not available in this array. If we give here value 46, it will display the index 2 since 0, 1, 2. 46 is available on the second index of the source array. Next we will see last index of. This method searches for the specified object and returns the index of last occurrence of the value. General syntax is last index of array source and object value, where source is the name of the array to search and value is the search value within that array. If we define the method as array.lastIndex of source array 65, it will return -1 since 65 is not available in this array. And if we pass the value 12, it will display the last index of 12, that is 4. Since 12 is available here also at position 2 and 4, it will display the index 4. Next we will see reverse. This method reverses the order of elements in one-dimensional array. General syntax is reverse the source array, the index value and the length. If we execute this method array.reverse source array 1 and 3, when we execute this method, the output will be like this: 76, 69, 12, 45 and 12. Since we have given the starting position as 1, so the value between 1 to 3 is 45, 12 and 69. So 69, 12 and 45 is reversed and 76 and 12 are remain same. Next we will see sort. Sort method sorts the element of an entire one-dimensional array. The general syntax is sort and then source array. If we execute this array.sort, then source array, the output will be 12, 45, 46, 69 and 76. The original array is 76, 45, 46, 69 and 12. This array is sorted and the output will be displayed in ascending order.